Sorry about the technical difficulties just had. Stream key. We're gonna try two stream chat at the same time. So you're going to get both streams. How's the camera looking there, Temple?
Maybe a different one. No, that's my. Oh, that camera. Okay, not this camera. Oh, this camera is still going. This camera is still going.
Somehow. What camera is that?
An
It's a
XT4.
XT4.
Oh,
Very nice. I love the look of it. It's so cool.
It looks so cool.
retro.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know how this camera still
Wait,
works.
pan? Okay, this is the wrong stream. What stream is this? How is it still running? Eastern.
This is
the
Eastern
right
region
stream.
and Southern region. So, yo, this thing's battery came through when we needed it.
This isn't charging. Can I get that thing charging? Oh wow. It is charging now. Thank you very much.
Simple, can I go back to
Yes, you can. Okay, we'll just have volunteers. Everything else is good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. You guys can start at 35. The stream should be running by that time. Copy.
Yo, that was
Yes.
intense.
That was intense.
Yo,
This
dude,
is still working. Okay, this is on. Quickly get me the score for the southern eastern region. I have 5. No, I know it's not 5.
Yeah, I think that might have happened by mistake.
Yeah, while we were. Okay. That's good. Okay, Tsepo. Let's.
Because let me know if there's anything you can help with, man.
Let me think. At the moment, nothing. But just be on standby until the stream is live. If you don't mind. Okay, Tsepo, this isn't it. Capture the camera. Oh, yeah. Okay, gotcha. That's a good sign. Okay, cool. Now I sort out the scoreboard. Just take it out of minimize. We're streaming. Okay, this game can go on. This game can go on. This game can also go on. We're good to go. We're good to go. Crisis.
I think they quickly went and asked.
4-0.
You okay?
We had a great shower, guys.
Yo, dude.
It wasn't
when
a
this
great
is-
shower, it was a stressful shower.
I was saying it cooled us off.
The way I reacted, it starts hitting, and I just do this. You just accepted it straight. I was like, no, no. I guess this is my life now. This guy comes in, he's like, what are you doing? Move these things.
So we're saying that.
No, we're good.
We must just maybe see if the stuff is also working.
We can start now. Because the stream is up. It is 10:35 now, so let's start.
Which is now.
No, we're good. We're good. No.
I bought a rain jacket for me, but I don't know if I'll need it.
That was the
They put so much
craziest.
water on this thing, man. Yesterday.
I don't know
For
how.
plastic grass. How?
Oh, guys. Yeah, guys, you guys are a killer team. Thank you for reacting so fast. Well, I was just like, stop, no, please. Okay, now I just have to sort out the sound and then we're good to go. But we can
And
play
the time?
the time.
The time on the.
Oh, that's just the time.
Oh, the last.
That's fine. That's not time. That's not the game time. That's stream time. So we are okay. Now we don't put time on us. Yeah, we don't put time on us. Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble. It just makes things so difficult. Okay. And okay, the stream's all working.
What you mean? The camera's on.
Okay, so it's on my side. On my side, it's just a blank screen.
So imagine we can just get like sides to put on.
Yeah.
As if that would be amazing. I like unforeseen circumstances.
Yo,
It
Donya.
just shows you can think on your feet.
Yo. That's it, alright.
Well, just okay. Now the apples look very nice.
Got a nice rinse, dude. Oh no, it's gone. What's going on?
Except in water, so I don't know. Like wash it again.
Okay, it looks like it's back. Okay, that's good.
Well, it's not nice. I think it's still fine, drinkable.
Yeah,
but
it's just got that taste.
Oh.
Taste.
that
Okay.
Bloemfontein taste.
Bloemfontein taste. Where's the other Rode microphone? You have it there. That is on. That is on. Okay, this microphone, I have to check if it's on. That is on. That is on. Yo, I thought this was. I just need some.
Yo, oh my god.
It's fine.
It's just like a surprise, you know?
Justin, bro. Exit Discord. Let's try that again.
This camera is overheating.
Yes, people out of the sun. What happened?
They dropped the
Yes, it's alive. It's alive. I have my heart in my throat. Not good. No. And we're back. And we're back. Apologies for the delay. We just had a bit of an incident.
Bloemfontein rainstorm.
Brought to you by the St. Michael's AstroTurf that is behind us. So yeah, we just got our equipment out of the wet. Everything is okay. We're back at it, and the Western region are back at the Derbs. Got themselves another goal here to make it 3-1. And we're here with Donnie. Donnie Jacobs is Jacobs. Is it Jacobs? Not in Bloemfontein.
Yeah, not in Bloemfontein.
So Donnie, part of the TOC, part of the Sun Gazers. This is the first tournament that Bloemfontein has hosted since 2015. Oh! Since 2015 nationals. Tell us, what does it mean for Bloemfontein to host the inaugural, the first under 24 interregional tournament?
Thank you, Tsepo. I think it's a privilege for us to actually host a tournament in, what, 9 years? So we are very privileged and we can't wait for all the tournaments to come. And we're excited for the Wild Dogs team. I think there's so much potential. It's going to be difficult for you guys to pick a team, so strong to that. Or quite a team. Oh,
Just watching the Eastern Region game here, and
Yeah.
great D from Tando Koza.
yeah, and thank you for the opportunity for us to host it in Bloom after all these years. It was a drought. It was a drought.
But just like an AstroTurf, there needed to be a little bit of rain. But with that said, your bid was a good bid. You did earn it. having not just these fields but looking at other fields. And you spoke about future tournaments to come. Are there any plans for hosting potential tournaments in future? I know that in your bid you mentioned that this could potentially be where the local team, the Sun Gazers that you play for, could play at. Tell us more about these plans.
Yeah, so I think it's quite nice to have it back in Bloem. That's quite central for all the teams. Like for traveling from anywhere in South Africa, it's easy to come here. And Bloemfontein is a nice place with nice fields, as you can see. We are actually planning to host the mixed regionals in Bloemfontein as well this year. So this field is definitely already booked. And then also we're gonna talk to St Andrews, that is the men's school of St Michael's. We're gonna get two fields there as well. So very excited for the Sun Gazers. As we only we as Sun Gazers are only operational for 2 years now, and it's nice for us that the frisbee community is supporting us in this whole venture.
No, very exciting, and from a wild dogs perspective, from a development perspective, what's very exciting is that they're speaking to schools to sort of host and potentially could even get, maybe not necessarily get schools team involved, but you're in the school space and getting in front of schools' eyes. Was that part of your plan all along, or was this just they have fields, we use fields?
I think me and my wife's passion is really young people, and we want to get the frisbee community playing very active. So we want to get involved with schools, especially the lady schools, because we need women in ultimate frisbee. We actually didn't know there's a hockey tournament happening behind us, so it's so good exposure for frisbee, especially at a young age. So hopefully a few people come to us and ask us a bit more about frisbee and where they can get involved.
Now that's exactly the type of exposure that we want. Positive exposure, an auspicious occasion, and yeah, no, very very good to see. But talking about the ultimate here, the four teams on display: North, South, East, West. Is there a team that you're rooting for? A team that you're backing? A team that you're maybe afraid of? What are your assessments of the team so far?
Well, I think I'm going to be biased if I say the northern region because I'm in the northern region,
Yes.
but they are actually playing very well together.
Mm.
But the western region also, and even the eastern region, like everyone is just bringing the A game, um, and it's nice to see young talent to where it can go. Like this is only the start of their careers, so the road is paved ahead of them. Yeah.
The road is paved. Thank you, Donnie. If you want to keep chatting to me here while I'm on comms on the two streams, that can keep this going.
Yeah.
But we're going to move our chats to the field, and we're looking at the northern and western region game now. Even some volunteers getting involved. Something that the co-manager Anna Sarakinski has brought from her world's experience is just the whistles for timekeeping, training volunteers to get that right, and scorekeeping as well, with the regulations, or at least what we saw at Worlds when we were there. So yeah, it's very good to see how people are getting involved. And as you said, Donnie, for you, this is a passion, getting involved with the youth and getting or contributing to them.
Yeah, and it's exciting to see how they play. Like so much talent.
Mm.
Like they can do stuff that we at our age can't do anymore. But it's so exciting to see how they play together. A team that just like in the last few months had the privilege to train together, and they don't really know each other and how they play together, and just yeah, it's amazing.
No, that's definitely very exciting. Trying to emulate the provincial structures that we have in traditional sports. Me coming from or growing up in Pretoria, I would play for North Gauteng. Then there'd be like KZN Coastals, for example, etc., etc. Bloemfontein, even not Bloemfontein, Free State even had a team. Um, and yeah, it's good. That's a good structure to emulate because if you're playing for the national team, you're basically a team of people that haven't played together. team like in a country like South Africa, you're so far spread from around the country. So making it work as a in a new group is a good skill to have.
Yeah, I really think you need to be able to adapt. If you don't adapt, you'll like evaporate. So you have to move forward with the team. Like tomorrow, everyone is gonna be in different teams, so they must adapt again. So, and I think that is what a Wilder must be able to do. They have to adapt to situations. They can't let something get into their head. Like let's say it's a new team, so I can't play well with them. Like you have to be able to adapt and to change your game plan a little bit.
And that's what's going to get you to be the best, separates the best from the rest. And you see Peter Rian with a bladey forehand to Elizabeth Grobler. A beautiful connection to give the North 1 point in this, definitely in this game. On the left-hand side on field 1, the West versus the North. And on our right-hand side, we have the Southern region against the Eastern region. Timna sends a disc to the back, but to no receiver. And Wayne picks it up on the counter attack. I don't know about you, Donnie. Actually, I do know because I played against you. But you're one thing that you're dangerous at, or Sun Games are dangerous at, is that small move, that quick. And I think the Eastern region could do with a little bit of that on the counter attack, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, definitely. Like for us, and it's so difficult for one or two of our players to adapt, because you get people that like to swing the frisbee to keep it slow, steady, and then you get us as sun gazers that just goes through the middle and we dominate in the middle of the field. So yeah, I think some of the teams can definitely move the disc quicker through the middle of the field, but also with the wind coming from our back. You must also control the disc. You can't just play quick and then just have turnovers left, right, and center. So it's a good combination between the two.
Yeah, and I think that the key word there that you said is combination. You need to be a threat within the small spaces, like near quick passes, like within triangles, tiki taka, is what some would call it. And then you also have to have decent deep threats, like the goal that we saw here from the northern region. There've been a bunch of these goals throughout the tournament, but you need to have a good balance of both, because if you only have one, then a team can sort of be like, oh, you can't pass far, or force you to pass far. So if you can pass far and work in the small space and you have a good balance of that, that's how you'll generate opportunities on either side of
The,
of the disc.
yeah, you have to keep your opponents think what are they going to do next. You can't have something set and they know exactly what you're going to do, and they can just force you to do that like what you can't. So no, that definitely makes sense. But I think there's so much talent. They move the disc around, and they also go through the middle and just score. Like that was a quick, easy, short passes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, one thing I've noticed from the Western region in their game against the Southern region, their handler movement is very good. They do well to get the disc from one side of the field to the other without forcing it or jamming it up the line. And they do well to time those incisive forward-moving passes, but also not force them to generate turnovers for the other team. So they do well to retain the disc, not turn it over, and become very difficult to beat in that way.
No, definitely. Andy from the Bunnies, he said something true one day. He said, firstly, it's very easy. It's only about catching and throwing the disc.
Yeah.
So if you just keep that two principles in mind, it's easy. Yeah, you don't have to force it. It's nice to throw a hunk, but you don't have to force it. You can just go through and have solid passes.
A solid pass here, a similar goal we saw here for the Eastern region, and that's a little bit more of what I'm looking for from a playing from the back perspective. If there's space available in front of you, and you're not the only person in that space, as in it's you and a teammate, that just needs to be moving. It can't stand still waiting for, hey, go in front of me so I can throw a cool throw. No, get the disc, keep it moving. Like there must be zero stalls, and the disc must just flow to the end zone.
Definitely.
You see good give and go here from Richard Schkintner. And somehow Dean finds Moses.
Nice.
This is your boy, isn't it?
Yeah, Moses Schillebeko moving there at the back.
Good Bloemfontein representation here for the Sun Gazers.
Yeah, Bryce is our third player. That's from Sungazers, and he's only 16 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think there's so much potential in the school sector.
And a great catch here from Elizabeth. And Shilabeko is the one that's. Oh, wow, how did that get to? Sorry about that, you clicked the wrong button. A great pass from Shilabeko to Elizabeth to get into the end zone. Worked it up properly, found the gap, and placed it very well. This is actually turning into a good game. The Northern region are actually quite a formidable team.
Yeah, I think they're quite impressive.
Not going to lie, because obviously I'm from the Northern region myself, from Joburg. We did see the work that the Northern region have been putting in. Saw the effort that they've been putting in, all the practices that they've had, trying to connect. And the feeling from the camp wasn't the most confident. And maybe that was just the tactic. Just keep expectations low and just focus on the basics and then see what happens. And what's happening is that they've won their first game against one of the favorites, the Eastern region, and now have a very important fixture against the Western region that they aren't rolling over in, which is a very good sign for the North.
No, definitely. The Western region is predominantly good team in the past. So for the Northern region to really come out guns blazing, just bringing it their all, like it's so impressive to see.
So Kenny Paxson who passes this one to Luca Prince. Luca to Jonty. They love this connection and just out of his hands. How was that, Donnie?
Yeah, that was beautiful. Like the connection there and Jonty with his layouts. It's amazing to see. It's amazing. And it's nice to see it on this field because it looks like a layout field. I just want to get out there, but with my ankle still in recovery, like I miss Frisbee so much. Like I'm about to cry.
You know what? You couldn't play anyway because you're too old.
Yeah.
As you see, a great D from Laurie Ann, good presence of mind, good handler defense from her, and that definitely puts her in good stead on the defensive side for making the Wild Dogs. What a grab there! Is that Tian? Tian, let's press into the end zone. He'll know what I'm saying. You see a timeout? No, it's half time. Is it half time? Half time, Eastern region. Give me a second.
What is your profession?
Looks like there's a timeout here. Wait, let me actually check the score. Josh! Score! Score! Just, oh, it's half time. I thought it was a timeout. Okay. I confirmed 8-0 is the score. Half time. 1 point at a time, guys. 1 point at a time. 1 point at a time. Okay. Gonna have to have some selector discussions. So excuse, well, we'll leave the mics on and they'll capture some sound. But I'll be back shortly. Except for if Donnie wants to keep talking. Nah, Donnie. Okay, we'll say goodbye to Donnie. Dankie, Donnie. Dankie, meneer.
Is most of the audience Afrikaans? Then I can speak the whole day.
You know what? Please go in Afrikaans.
No.
Asseblief, ons is in Bloemfontein, Donnie. Asseblief. Okay. I'm coming back. That was tactical.
Ja. Ja. Kom maar Ja, maar als het dan meer volgt, dat is gewoonlijk so kry. Ja, ja, dis moeilik man. Wat moet ons doen? Ek kan nie by die huis aanmaak nie. Ek het in elk geval nie 'n kar nie, anders het ek dit gedoen. En vir jou om huis toe te ry en dan in elk geval eers net vir 12 dae aan te kom. Ja, so ek sal sê bak uit. Nee, obviously kan al kort is en jy weet mos wat is die natuur wat jy op die einde van die dag op was. Nog baie besig. Ek het maar so baie mense. So maar dis maar dan. Ja. Ja, ja, let's say, let's say politiek. Wel, ek dink die ander opsie wat ons nie is net Palestina. Jy maak alles daaraan van huis toe en dan ja, dit ook uit vir al die kaartjies, al die ander dinge uit. En dan moet jy nog as jy vroeër by die huis gekom en spaar salarisse. En ja,
They scored.
the apples in the shape that they can solve.
Yeah.
Can you move the table under the gazebo?
You guys need some help.
I know, but it's a lot.
Take a 6 foot. Yeah,
Mm.
twice enough.
Okay. Drop. Oh, 26. I see what I'm going to get 26.
Oi, take pressure.
Hello?
I'm at 26, man. I'm at 26. Yes, physical.
Let's look for the rest of the things.
Yeah, it's right.
I'm watching.
Do you guys know why a link on Spotify won't open up if I go through WhatsApp? And then it has to open a playlist.
Oh yes, I've struggled with the same thing sometimes. It's very weird.
question, Brian.
Yeah.
I left my Garmin charger at home. Is yours the same?
Yeah. And my wife also has one, so we have two separate ones. But I think so. Let's check. Yeah. Perfect. Mine is also flat now. Mine actually, when I use my watch and I'm active 7 days, or let's say 5 days a week, then it holds for like 9 days of battery. But my wife's it's the same amount as in two days.
Okay, Western
She has to
region.
charge it.
Working the disc up on the Western region, Northern region game. Kelly Paxton finds herself isolated on the sideline. Very chilled until that throw, a bit of a wide one. Luca found himself in a lot of space. Zone doing exactly what they want with these wide throws. And Western region obliging, doing well to find them. A little bit of tiki-taka there would have been great. But they're not forcing it in. Go around to Chris to Sarah. And that was it takes for Chris. Is it only 5-4? That's good. Aiden Parker. Oh my word! What a take! In power position, she hits it anyway. Oh, but it wasn't in the right place for her receiver. That was some exciting stuff. Box office from Tamara. Robiny picks it up. A great initiating cut from Ethan King in power position. Sees Kezia in the deep, makes no mistake to lock it in. Textbook stuff here. The tunes from Donnie coming in. Classic Foo Fighters. Check score for you.
This side.
Having a look at the Western region, Northern region game, Lindell to Dean. They've been combining very well, and Dean sees Elizabeth in some open space. Will the disc hang long enough? Oh, and Null finds his way there. Yeah, Null in the deep zone. Proper deep threat. Definitely keeps the scoreboard ticking for his team. It looks like the, the game is tied up. Score 5-5.
But no, we're quite far ahead.
Oh,
It's
is
like
it?
8-3.
Can you find me the score if you don't mind when you're done?
Yeah, I'm just trying to start my phone. 11 0.
Yes, Paka.
But I've got a new name now.
The dog. The dog.
Is everything recovered from the...
Everything is running smooth. Thank you very much, Mr. Box. Box Rick.
Hopefully not as much chaos.
Is it too loud?
That's actually perfect. If you want to put it up, you can.
I can.
Is there any way you could put it up? But like,
If you have a lead for me.
we'll use it.
I'm gonna click your Oz there on the button. Then I can pump it.
Yeah, from there. We're looking at the Eastern region, Southern region game. 11-0 up. The Eastern region. Good following of the disc from Robin in power position. Text book finishing to make it 12. Big pull. Oh, sorry. Big pull from Dean Zartman. Good fielding of the ball from Luca. Great fake from Ken Paxson. Oh, is that Peach? No, that's Dean once again. Dean with a D. Had a foot block in his last game against the Eastern region. Oh, Blady to Linda. Will she pick it up? Overcooked. But oh my goodness. Oh my word. What a catch. Is that Ivan? Oh, Rekler. The Energizer Bunny. I'm not going to lie. These Potch boys in the deep are pretty exciting. God. Score. Okay. Wait, let us look at you. Wait. The camera's coming to you, John T. Oh. Oh, such a nice guy, John T. Thanks, bro. At the Northern Region, Western Region game, Dean pulls that again. Watch him chase his own pull. Love to see the hunger already there in the pool, or the pool, and he's in the cup. Big pressure on that throw. A good break throw from Emma LaRue. Competent hands. Well done, Cam Guard, just moving the disc around. Oh, incisive throw. Finds the gap here. And they do well to keep the disc moving. Good stuff from the Western region. Very good incisive throw. It's either Emma or Sarah. Sarah Levin, also hailing from Stellenbosch. Exciting young prospect. And the Southern region get us underway here, fielding the pool is Angel from UFH. Oh, unlucky from Ruan Kukamu. The zone doing exactly what they want. And Logan does well to pick that up. That could have formed a little bit faster, but the job done in the end. Oh, I've been using the wrong microphone. Been using the wrong mic. You guys can probably hear me a little bit better now. Let's have a look. on the stream. Northern region have the disc. Lindell gets it from Lucy Shelley. Looking for a reset. Elizabeth obliges in power position. No one looking on the inside. No option clear. But Khunse, the Wits man, the Wits representative, there is always one. Unfortunately, unable to connect there with Lindell. Kelly Paxson on the disc. Power position. Waste no time. To the Klein. And look at the boy Jonty. Great vibes. Great vibes from the kiddo. Who indeed. That was the cameraman Tepo. The coolest Tepo in the business. Just a shout out to the camera crew. Tepo is on the Western region, Northern region stream. He's on field 1 at the moment. Tepo wave. Oh, there he is. Thank you very much. Thanks for all the efforts. Responsible for a lot of the streams that you see here on SAFTA. And if you are watching the Eastern region, Southern region stream, the co-manager herself, Hannah Sarakinski, is on the camera there. Shout outs to the Hanager. No, don't call her Hanager. I've been threatened with violence.
Score that you put on the stream. I know I gave a score. I haven't checked. It's 13.
Thank you.
I've just checked. You remember I couldn't try out the last time? I think I retore and then I skipped on the first game. The prep was tons of fun. Yeah, I'm gonna stay positive. Yeah.
That's how we live.
Thank you, bro. I'm probably out of the campaign now, but I'm happy to help out with fundraising and stuff.
But you're on the group, so
Yeah. Thank you.
Ivan makes himself available down the line to Moses. Oh, what a catch! Great movement here from the north to get it in the end zone. Pretty fun, pretty exciting. Something about power position just gets me going. It's provocative. But we're not going to France. Southern region working the disc up here against the Eastern region. We've corrected our score. Thank you. No, we haven't actually. But Nick Foxon from the Southern region has informed me that it's 13-1 at the moment. They have the disc on the sideline. Oh, it's been turned over. My mistake. Eastern region have it. Bianca Arons. Stolhort for the Donkeys. Good power position set up. Jaden in the end zone and just behind his receiver. Just behind his receiver. And Sam Combrink's got the goods. Very floaty. Will it be taken down? Oh, Michle straight to Wayne. Good anticipation. This time Jaden makes no mistake. And Captain Rob Rebecca wraps up the game here for the Eastern region.
That was almost that little goal.
15-1 is the final score between the Eastern region and the Southern region. A good effort from the Southern region, but no match for the East, the beast from the East. But that sets up a key fixture between the East and the West in the third round. A must-win game for the East. But speaking of the West, we're going to move to the Western region stream. Thank you very much for watching. A hammer from Luca looking for Eloise. But there's a big null in the end zone. Never forget about big null in the end zone. You'll punish. You'll punish.